Hello Leo, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. So for this reading, we're going to be taking a look at the energies for the first 2 weeks of October. And we'll take that actually as our first card because I have been shuffling for you already. So once we get a feel for what you can expect, we'll take a look into the crystal for any additional messages that may be helpful for you. And we'll conclude the reading by taking a look into love and romance for yourself and your partner or potential partner. So this is for Leo. For the first 2 weeks of October, what does Leo need to know? I'm going to take these cards as it. Okay. So the overall energy, we have going with the flow. This is really nice. You really do have nice energies. There's been a little bit more kind of tension in these readings for October, so I'm happy that you have these nice lighter energies to work with. So basically, this is saying that these next 2 weeks are going to be very easygoing. It's going to go quite smoothly. There's not going to be a lot of rough or difficult energies that are going to be coming up for you. So the best practice is to just kind of enjoy and flow with it. This can also be indicating that there is some kind of new emotional connection that you're going to be exploring for the next 2 weeks. Now, these energies here, we have the 9 of Pentacles, ripeness, with the 5 of Swords. This is a strange pairing. We also have the Knight of Wands, playfulness, with the Sun, innocence. I feel like you're having a choice whether to stick with something that you've been, doing for a while. You're very comfortable with it. It like suits you and fits you like an old pair of shoes. But there is the opportunity for something new, something that is exciting, vibrant, brings some new vitality. So there is an option here. There's a choice perhaps. And with the 9 of Pentacles, what's hinging on this choice is your freedom. So I think one of these things is going to feel very comfortable for you. It's going to make you feel very secure. And I think that's the old thing, the thing that you've been doing for a while. This new thing is going to feel like you're being let out of your cage, you're being set free. And there's a lot of lightness and joy on the table if you were to pursue this new opportunity coming in here. Remember that our overall energy is going with the flow. So this opportunity, it's not coming up as being something that you're going to have to really think about a lot and put a lot of time and energy into pros and cons and whether you should or shouldn't. It's not coming up like that. It's coming up like something that is a sudden shift that you're able to just roll with, and you're able to adapt and flow with those changes. So it ultimately looks very good. It can be a little bit bittersweet when you have to put aside that favorite old pair of shoes, and I'm using that as an analogy, of course, and buy yourself a new pair of sneakers. But ultimately, this is good for you, and it's going to really invigorate your energy and open up the doors for a lot of financial success and also a lot of fulfillment, where you're able to really bring in a lot more happiness and satisfaction into your life. Ultimately, we're concluding with the Sun here. So when you're able to let go and flow with life as it is coming for these next 2 weeks, the conclusion is that this shift or change is really going to be beneficial for you. This is something that when you look back on, you're going to be very grateful that you were able to just transition so smoothly and to not resist. So it honestly looks like this is a fairly seamless transition. Oftentimes when we're faced with a change or a choice, there's a lot more pain involved. We get the cards like the Two of Swords, we get cards like the Ten of Swords. But here, there's just this wonderful lightness where it's almost like it's taking years off of you. Like you're really feeling a lot more youthful, and there's like this rejuvenation. You're reinvigorated. You're finding that bounce. You're finding your stride. So this energy is very, very good for you, Leo, and I'm happy that you have this coming in. Let's take a look here for Leo. What else does Leo need to know? It's so interesting because what they're showing, I see a lot of things in symbols, and then they mean things. So I'm just going to move these cards out of the way. What they're showing is that these two things that are separate, they actually have a lot more in common than you think. It's being shown almost like an infinity sign, but the bottom loop isn't there. So it's like this. So there is a lot of commonality. There is this place where they intersect, and where in fact one becomes the other. So this is a very natural progression. Whatever this shift is, it's inevitable, really. It's like it's meant to happen. Okay. And seeing, it's kind of difficult when you see so many different things to kind of pin it down. But basically, the message is you have to unblock your ears, because I think some of you must be a little bit like have your blinders on, where you're so focused on something that you're not able to see what's going on over here outside of your frame of view, or your earshot, out of your earshot. So this is really about opening up your senses. Now I was also being shown a squid, and it was illuminated. It was kind of like a weird squid jellyfish hybrid. But basically this is about you having these wonderful instincts where you know exactly what's going on all around you. You have this innate ability with all the gifts that you have been given, your intuitive gifts, you're able to sense what's going on around you, and also what is coming up for you in the future. So this is going to circumvent time and space, and you're going to have this very interesting, it's like a taste. It's like you have a taste for what's coming. I wish I had a better way of explaining what I was getting, but that's what I've got. So basically, you're You're getting a glimpse into what's coming, and you have this innate sense of what you can expect with this new opportunity, this new way of being. I really feel like you are shifting and changing, and it's for the better. It is really, really good. You're being swept up in this energy, and just go with it, because it is taking you to places that are very, very positive and beneficial for you. So I'm sorry if that was a little bit confusing. There was a lot of energies going on there. So let's move on now, and we'll take a look into love and romance. This is for Leo. Love and romance for the first half of October. What does Leo need to know about love and romance? Okay, so your overall energy, you're coming in here with the 3 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, lots going on. Now your partner or potential partner is coming in with the Page of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Chariot. Okay. So you're coming from a place that is hurt and wounded. You may have already experienced this. You may be working through that, or this could be something that you are yet to encounter. For some reason, you're experiencing pain and brokenheartedness. Now, I can tell you right now that on a basic energetic level, it's because your partner or potential partner is giving you mixed messages. They're saying one thing and doing something else, and they're just not being very clear. They're very difficult to read, and this is causing you a lot of heartache. Now, you have the 2 of Cups, which means, like, this is the vibration that you are pulling to yourself. I think you're so hurt because you really put your heart into things. You don't do things in a little way. You're a Leo. You do everything in a very big, give it all you got kind of way. So when you're in a relationship, you're not just a little bit in a relationship. Like you're really focused on that person. You're giving them everything that you have. And so when they go and they don't do that for you, when they're not reciprocating with the same kind of gusto and intensity, then it's very painful for you. Now the good news is that I don't think that this is going to last for very long. Because we have the Ace of Pentacles, this is talking about healing. And this is an opportunity for you to heal, coming in very soon, if not having already started. And this is going to really help. Now, your partner, let me just take a look here and get a sense for what's going on with your partner. So on one hand, your partner's thinking a lot. They're really contemplating something. And on the other hand, they're ready to take action. So they have this weird kind of thing going on where they want so badly to just go, to just take this step and to, get going already, like they have ants in their pants basically. And this King of Swords energy is really putting a stop to that. So it's like they're thinking so much about this, over analyzing perhaps. And it's causing them to not be able to take the action that they want to or need to. So that can be where that mixed messages is coming from. You know, they're saying something and doing something else. You know, they may be indicating, oh, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, but then they pull back and they're being very reclusive, being a bit brooding. Difficult to read, very difficult to read, very secretive as well. They're not really letting you in on what their thought process is. So this is kind of difficult energy. Main thing here is your partner needs to deal with themselves. They need to figure out, you know, where it is that they want to go. They need to get their mind in line with their heart, because right now they're not in sync. Now you need to focus in on healing. This is the main focus, is on healing. And I mean, the wonderful thing about you is your openness and your willingness to give your heart, to give love. But this is a learning opportunity, and I'm sure you've learned this more times than you care to, that you have to be a little bit careful. You know, your heart is delicate, and if given to someone who is not ready, or able to reciprocate the way that you want them and need them to, then you have to kind of hold back a little bit. Two of Cups is wonderful energy as long as you're with somebody who is going to give that same thing back to you. If you're constantly giving out this love and you're not getting it back in equal measure, then you'll always end up back in this Three of Swords where you're disappointed, hurt, brokenhearted, and have to heal again before doing it all over again. So a little bit difficult to work through, that's for sure. But you can do it. I know that you can do it. You have this beautiful Ace of Pentacles coming in to help you heal. And that's what you need to focus on right now. Focusing on you, focusing on what you need, and letting your partner deal and sort through all of this, and hopefully they can get a little bit clearer about what it is that they really want, what they want for themselves, what they want for the relationship. I feel like I need to pull another card. Let me just find my other deck here. One more card. This is for Leo. Don't tell anybody, because I didn't pull an extra card for anybody else. So for Leo, additional message of guidance for Leo. You got intuition here. So this is a card about going within. This is a card about honoring your instincts. Remember how we were talking about that illuminated squid? And squids, from what I understand, they can tell what's going on around them for so much of the ocean. Like, they can tell all the different things that are moving and going on. I don't know if it's taste or if it's vibration or what it is. But anyway, you have this beautiful intuitive sense. and you have to use it. We can see that there is a lot of water, so this is talking about, your emotions, and we can see that there is actually this transition where it's a bit like Six of Swords, where you're moving through this channel into much calmer and peaceful waters as a result of your intuition really coming into play here. This is also a nighttime scene, so there is elements of the moon. This is working through internal secrets, finding things out about yourself that you didn't know, finding things out about your relationship that you hadn't realized before. And you're doing this by using your intuition. So really embrace that, because that's going to be highlighted for you. So this is a beautiful gift coming in that is going to help you with this transition and help you with the healing. Okay, so I'm going to conclude our reading with that. So I hope that these messages were helpful for you, Leo, and I certainly hope that you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find my email in the description box below. And I will see you again in a couple weeks for your next 2-week forecast. So take care of yourself until then.